Hello everyone, Neorashi here. Today's gonna be my final video for Pride Month, but definitely not my final review of a Yuri manga. Definitely gonna make more um, throughout the year, and next year I'm going to make another full month of Yuri or at least LGBTQ themed uh, manga volumes. And today is a weird one, but it's one that I both discovered and read recently, so I thought I'd review this one, and it's becoming a princess knight and working at the Yuri brothel. I'm gonna tell it right away that while this is not a hentai, it is a manga that is rated 18 plus, so highly not safe for work. Definitely wouldn't read this in public. Personally, I didn't. I read this, and the couch you can see right here. Anyway, this one, when I read the summary, I thought it looked funny, although a bit. I thought that like the main character would be a lot more perverted because basically it's an isekai. Where the princess knight is actually, physically it's a woman, but the character has the soul of a 38 years old man inside of her, because the princess' original soul was taken away at the beginning of the story. Not gonna uh, go into too much detail because I do believe this is actually important because at some point, the main character encounter someone who actually knew the princess, the titular princess knight. What did surprise me though is that although the main character is forced to work in a Yuri brothel, uh, he doesn't. He does accept the job, but not out of like perverted um, mind, but more of a survival one. Like uh, the main. I'm probably gonna keep gonna switch between he and she because it's a woman with the soul of a man. But yeah, basically the main character does accept uh, his fate or her fate as a like Yuri brothel employee, but actually does it with the hope of going up the ranks in the brothel itself. So the character is never like, oh yeah, I'm going to have some fun with the other women, and there's some actually pretty wholesome interaction between the character. And I've only read volume one. I haven't read volume two, which I received earlier this week. Um, so yeah, definitely worthy of the 18 plus title. Although I've seen series rated 17 plus, which were arguably more uh, etchy than this one. But yeah, surprisingly, the main character, even though she has the soul of a man, isn't perverted at all. At least, not nearly as much as I would have expected. Like, if you read the Asumi-chan series, which also involves Yuri brothels, Asumi-chan is a lot more perverted than uh, the princess with the soul, man's souls inside of her. Um, so again, I keep repeating myself, but that was surprising and in a good way. I expected something low class, and that's honestly why I took this one because I'm a guy. Naturally, sometimes I'm perverted myself, and but I was pleasantly surprised with how uh, different to what I was expecting this series was, at least so far. I don't know if it's gonna get worse or even better, but if you are if you take this series expecting something ecchi, you'll probably like it. But if you enter this series expecting the main character to be like a super perverted person, you're probably gonna be disappointed. But personally, I really liked it. It was definitely not what I expected, but I was not disappointed. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 8.5 out of 10. Not the best, but definitely something good. Probably not in my top 10 Yuri series, um, but so far I'd say top 5 series I discovered this year. I have, to be honest, I haven't discovered that many series so far, but anyway. As for the availabilities, I checked quickly, and I think Volume 1 is still available, but like there's very few copies on Amazon Canada. So yeah, there's only one copies left, and it doesn't even says unless I click on it, and it's gonna say that. Yeah, it doesn't even says that there's gonna be more in stock. So only one copy left for 18.99, unless you get the digital version for 12.45. And if you go into if you are in the US, the price is 14.99. So definitely one of the more expensive series. 18.99 is quite expensive, even especially for Canadian standard, but not the most expensive series that I have. So again, if you expect something super perverted, you're probably gonna be disappointed, even though there are definitely some like nude scenes, as expected from a Yuri series that's rated uh, 18 plus and has the parental warning. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Definitely one of the more clever series that tricks you into thinking it's gonna be like something super perverted. Definitely looking forward to read Volume 2. Probably not right now. I have so much stuff to read, actually. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.